As the co-owner of your city, which is what you are, you're not a customer of your city, you're a co-owner of it. As the co-owner, it's your responsibility to understand how it's doing financially. And it's important because how your city is doing financially is sort of the connective tissue about all the other things you care about. So whether that's transportation or pools or parks or trees or sewage, like whatever you're interested in, municipal finance is kind of like that connective tissue that brings it all together.
Everyone lives in a community, whether it's a smaller town or a medium-sized city like here in fake London, London, Ontario, or in a large city, Toronto, New York, etc. And that's interesting. Yeah, we're not customers. We're all co-owners.
Yeah, we're all co-owners. And it doesn't matter how big or how small your town is. It matters because municipalities or cities, they touch our everyday lives, right? They're the order of government. They deal with clean drinking water. They deal with, you put your garbage out and it gets picked up magically. All the stuff that is like invisible when it works well, but when it doesn't work well, then you totally notice it, right? So it's a super important order of government. It touches your everyday life and it needs to be able to do that forever. And so in order to do that, you need to know whether, the finances are in order. Because if your city goes bankrupt, it's going to have impacts beyond just your city. It's going to impact your day-to-day life. If your city can no longer afford to pick up your garbage or, make sure you have clean drinking water or make sure that when you flush the toilet, it goes where it's supposed to go. Like that's a big deal. And you're going to notice it right away. So it's super important.
And going off of that, even if none of what you just said is like, oh, it's fine, I don't need to be able to flush my toilet,
exactly.
Which would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
When you realize that you might be in a decaying city and you go to sell, your property is now not going to do so hot on the market.
Exactly. Once you're in a declining city, property values start to go down. People start to move away. It gets harder and harder for you to maintain value in any investment that you've made in your property, in your home, in your business, in your whatever it is that you're invested into your community. All of that is directly impacted as well. So it matters.
And I guess as there's even more flight from the city, then property taxes have to go up because,
fewer people to share the load, of course. Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm just not sure if a lot of people think about that. And so
I'm sure I can guarantee you most people do not think about it.